Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Oakland Raiders. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay and Oakland, California. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a man who played his collegiate football just up to 580 in Berkeley. It's Aaron Rodgers.
And one thing that's never changed about his game has been his accuracy. I used to watch him at Cal in practice sessions, throwing 7-on-7, and the ball hardly ever hit the ground. So accurate, on the receiver, terrific. Same way now in the NFL. You hardly expect him to throw an incompletion with his ability to find open receivers and put the ball on them.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch a slant, watch a slant.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
It's tough to be an offensive lineman in Green Bay because their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, knows how to keep plays alive and often extends them for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. But David Bakhtiari, his left tackle, he does it as well as anyone could ever expect. Excellent footwork, knows that the plays are going to stay alive for a long time. Often will get 2 or 3 blocks on the same play.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That is incomplete. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Demarius Randall's a versatile player. Played both safety and cornerback in college. They're using those same skills in the NFL.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like it. I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
On play action, now Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch Derek Carr grow as a pro. When he was a rookie, they tried to game plan around him so that he didn't have too much responsibility. Now, I don't think they can heap enough things on his shoulders because they know he can handle them.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Tight down. There you go.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Carr on the bootleg. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Carr to throw again. Completes it to Aguilar. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now, Carr again. That's caught by Waller out left side. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. And he's had great protection back there to throw, really been able to survey from the pocket.
That means the jersey stays clean, so the dry cleaning bill, that's reduced. It also means the trainer doesn't have to deal with him because he's not getting hit. Also means that he's able to find targets downfield at his leisure. That allows him to be really accurate.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the start? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Right there, 56. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike, 58, right there. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Tyler Ervin, a former star at nearby San Jose State, back deep. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Hey, watch the slant.
On second down, it's Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
319. Let's go, D.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on third down.
That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
So it's third and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 13.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 180.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports.
Down. 180. Yes, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen, but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
58, come on. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Shotgun now for Carr. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Second and goal from the 1.
Hey, here we go. What's up? 42 to Mike, boys. 42.
To throw his Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, with the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones. Oh, what a juke into space. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Check, Mike 42. Let's go, baby. Get that ball. Get connected.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Funches has it complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And Crosby puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Get ready.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr gonna throw toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Let's go.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Carr. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr, and that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Throwing is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Rodgers now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught by Jones. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Packers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
Here's Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check. Tight left. Even. 4 down. Even.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Rodgers now to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. This will be caught at about the 6. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The kick by Crosby is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
58, come on. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
To throw again. Carr. It's caught by Aguilar. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Operating from the gun. Carr able to find Waller. That's complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Down. 185. We go.
Carr now on first down. Completes it to Aguilar. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Carr now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones, and an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Throwing on first down is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 41.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On play action, now Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Rodgers now to throw again. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
No.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr, and that is incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Rodgers now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. Complete. This is Lewis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Tighten up.
Rodgers off the bootleg. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Carr to throw. Aguilar has it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Carr now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Carr got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35 on second down, Rodgers. He hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
They had two tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
On first down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Rodgers now on first down. Now he's flushed out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
319! Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's stopped right there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Mike, 319! Mike 42. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to...
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
You ready? You ready?
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the Surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. Now Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Again, it's Jones. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Let's go.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Green 18. 56. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Rodgers now to throw. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Get ready. Get ready.
Rodgers again now. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion and the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now Crosby for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
58's the money.
To throw, it's Carr. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Carr on the bootleg. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Watch his flag. Watch his flag.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go.
The give is to Jones. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know If they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man. It's Williams. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Let's go! Here we go. Strong right. Strong right.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Carr. It's caught by Aguilar. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Right down. Blue 80. Switch. 58's the mic. That's up.
Carr now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Carlson able to put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught by Jones. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Carr. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
I'm here all day.
Operating from the gun, Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. Zadarius Smith in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset, and they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr, that's complete to his tight end, Waller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rodgers to throw. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. On third down, Jones. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Now Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Under 10, under 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So Derek Carr in the offense, down by 7, 23 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up first and 10.
Check, Mike 42. I got you, Pop.
To throw is Carr. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Oakland.